Here you can see children working with the different exercises. EPL is all around us. Different children doing simple life activities are EPL exercises. What is practical life? Practical means basic, useful, purposeful. Life means way of living. So these two words combine to give the name to this file, this way of working, and these are called practical life exercises. Practical life exercises are simple exercises and they help the child to learn how to do the different activities which will make their life more easy, more simple, and they can work in a way which will be beneficial for later years. Definition of EPL. The simple daily actions performed by the adult in the environment in order to maintain and restore proper conditions of living are called practical life exercises. This is the proper definition. If somebody will ask you what is EPL, you will tell them that they are simple actions and they are all around us. Here also you can see the child working. What is she doing? Can you find what the little girl is doing? Mopping. And mopping is part of our life. In daily life, we need to clean our place, we need to do these things, and children are attracted to these activities. They want to do just like the adults. Although no adult is there, but if she has spilled water, she can manage to clean by herself. Meaning and purpose of EPL. The purpose and aim of EPL is to help the child in control and coordination of his movements and help the child to gain independence and adapt to his society. So, independent means the child has spilled the water, as in the previous picture, she is cleaning by herself. There is no one to guide her, no one to help her out or say, move away, I will do for you. Children can manage simple activities by themselves. It is important to teach teaching and not correcting. If all the time somebody tells you you are doing wrong, then you don't feel like doing anything. You want to stop and just move aside. Okay, I am the person who is making the mistakes, I will not do. So same thing is in the children. We have to teach by teaching. That means show the correct way, show the proper method, and allow the child to work with it. It is important to teach teaching, not correcting, to allow to be fully functional in his society. EPL aids growth and development of child's intellect and concentration, and in turn helps the child develop in an orderly way of thinking. When you are doing something by yourself, you have to think, plan out and work according to that. So when the child is working independently, he has to plan out. Now I will do this. Okay, now this step is done, I will do the next step. It develops orderly thinking in the child. And EPL work is divided into 4 main groups. The names are, first one, elementary exercises, personal care exercises, care of environment, and grace and courtesy exercises. What can you see in these pictures? Every child wants to do these things. At the home, it is always no from the parents. Child wants to pour out for anything, water, drink, juice. No, don't do it. I will give you. Common answer for all adults. So, but child wants to do. And in the Montessori environment, the attitude of the directress is completely different. Do you want to do? I will show you. And she shows the proper way. So different things which are being done by the child at different levels. The first picture was about elementary, and then we move to the next group. Which one is this? Personal care. Polishing. And what is the girl doing? Washing hands is now done in the washroom, but for the child, it is done with a limited amount of water. When you take the child to the washroom, then child does not want to close the tap. They keep on playing with the water. Even if the hands are clean, they still enjoy the water. So for training the child, we use in a limited space, limited amount of water in a bowl. And what happens is when you dip the water, your hands in the water and you wash them with the water becomes dirty. So child is also getting the concept that now the water is dirty and the hands are clean. So for that concept, and when it was started by Mario Montessori in Casa di Bambini, that was more than 100 years ago. So their way of working was that, but because the result was so good and the children were getting clear concepts, the method is continued as an exercise. Although we are not implementing in our daily life, but as an activity, as an exercise, we do washing hands. We have to take care of ourselves and we have to take care of our environment also. So next group is care of environment. What do you see the child doing here? And what is the little child doing below? One is watering, two are watering plants, and the other one? Cleaning the environment, picking up the papers. And as you know the sayings of the Holy Prophet, Safai Nisrima. So you have to maintain not only yourself but your surroundings. And we should develop this habit that we will make our place clean. Yesterday also when the girls had gone, there were so many wrappers, so many papers on the floor. So what is it? You just take care of yourself, you forget the environment. But if we develop this habit ourselves and we pass it on to our children, then the environment will definitely be cleaner. And then we come to the grace and courtesy, the good manners. Do not push people. Wait for your turn. Greet others. See, here children are being taught to greet each other. Even the young children, the directress is teaching them, and in the background you can see the environment where they are meeting and greeting each other. Table manners. Do we follow the table manners? To what extent do we follow the table manners? Not much. But if you train this habit in your children, they will definitely wait for their turn. They will not take extra food that is wasted. We are responsible for what children are doing, and we have to guide the children through our own examples. It is that you waste food and you stop the child, that is not fair. We have to give the example practically, because this is practical life, and child will follow according to that. Here we have the importance of EPL. It is very easy to say these things, but we have to implement them in our life also. Children are naturally interested in activities they see around them. So Dr. Montessori started using these simple exercises, and she called them practical life exercises. So when Mario Montessori started Casa di Bambini, she had a group of 60 children. All were from the poor background, who were not so well off. They were not so trained. So she would guide them in every step. And as it was her first experience also, there was no teaching material at that time. She brought in different activities. She brought in real life activities. She brought in toys. She brought in some sensorial apparatus. But children were attracted most to the EPL exercises. The children between the age of 2.5 to 6 years, they were attracted to the EPL exercises because they had seen these things at home. So they wanted to be like the adults around them, they wanted to do those things. And when Mario Montessori observed these children, it was all over the world that children of the same age wanted to do the same type of activities. So it is a natural inner instinct which the child follows. Children are naturally interested in activities they see around them. So Dr. Montessori started using simple exercises and she called them practical life exercises. See, here you can see first child is doing pouring. Because all the time you need to pour from one thing to another. We need water, we need different things for pouring. And what does the second child do? Pegging. Where do we use the pegs? With the clothes. That is also a need of taking time. Although it is a very simple exercise, when we'll give you the detailed names, because it develops the hand muscles. So children enjoy to do it. And what is the last bit?
Thank you, Ma'am Meher. With years of experience of having working herself with children and then knowing the subject, understanding the subject, and nowadays with the passage of time, technology, the help of multimedia has made your EPL exercises, the introductory lecture, really interesting, and I'm sure made it very easy for them to understand. That was what you heard, that was your auditory sense, then you used your visual sense to see, and now focus by using all your senses. Really look at the presentation. It's going to help you as a Montessorian for the rest of your life, because as the students in class you only see a presentation, one presentation in a day, and it goes for months, one subject. But here within 2 days you're going to see literally almost all the presentation, and those of you who will take advantage of that, so it's going to be something priceless and precious. So we shall be moving on and starting off with the EPL presentation. Let's give a very warm welcome to the EPL team. Once again, Mrs. Meher Javed, the coordinators on duty, Ms. Ayman Masood and Shobla Amar. Of course, we cannot forget all the volunteers on duty from Bahadrabad and Zamzama branch. So they will do better than their best. Focus, listen and pay attention. Let us settle down and give 100% of yourself. We are going to start with the EPL presentation, and let's welcome Mrs. Meher Javed and Shaila Mahfouz.
Okay, the first presentation she'll give you the details, holding a tray.
The direct aim of this exercise is to learn a proper way of holding a tray. Indirect aim, coordination of muscular movements, concentration, balance, patience and exactness. Preparation for further exercises. Point of interest, color and size of the tray. Control of error, improper holding, falling of the tray and any sound made while putting the tray down. The age of this exercise is 2.5 years.
Assalamu alaikum. What's your name?
My name is Saima Zafar and I am from Airport branch.
Okay, Saima, would you like to do a very interesting exercise? Come with me, I'll show you the material. Great. Watch me carefully. Did you hear any sound?
No, ma'am.
Now, did you hear any sound? Would you like to do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Would you like to work more with it? No. Okay, let's put the material back to its place.
Second exercise is carrying a glass of holding and carrying a glass. Indirect aim, independence, balance, concentration, coordination of muscular movements, eye-hand coordination, preparation of later exercises. The point of interest of this exercise is size of the glass, design and weight of the glass itself. The control of error of this exercise is improper holding, falling of the glass, any sound while placing it on the table. The age is 2.5 years.
How are you? What's your name?
Ibrahim.
Okay, then would you like to come with me for the exercise of carrying a glass of water? Hold it. Did you hear any sound?
No.
Now did you hear any sound?
No.
Would you like to do it?
Yes. Yes.
Would you like to work with this exercise more? Would you like to do more working?
No.
Okay, let's.
Indirect aim are coordination of muscular movements, concentration, balance, order, exactness. Eye-hand coordination, preparation of later exercises, and the point of interest is size and design of jerk. Control of error are improper holding leads to falling of the jerk, sound produced while keeping it. The age is 2.5 years.
So, how are you?
I'm fine.
Would you like to do a very interesting exercise?
Yes.
I'll show you how to hold the jug. Come with me. Did you hear any sound?
No.
Now did you hear the sound?
No.
Would you like to do?
Yes.
Like to work with it more?
No.
Okay, let's wind up. Fingers for this. All the time, if the space is more, then you can put in your whole hand like this. Because EPL exercises are not fixed, like the sensorial and the maths exercises. These are according to the material, according to the circumstances, and whatever the situation, we have to go according to that. So for the initial stage, because child's hands are small, we encourage the child to hold the small jugs, and way of holding is with 2 fingers. But if there is space, you can use your hand. There is nothing wrong with it. In EPL, you cannot label an exercise directly wrong or right. It is according to the circumstances.